Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Wag. Today we'll be making Joey's cake pops. I absolutely love cake pops, they're my favourite. So let's get started in the video. So we're going to start by adding our cake mix in. So let me open this quickly. So let's put that in. I think it's going to turn out kind of like a marble cake. So then we're going to need to add 75 grams of softened butter and 2 medium eggs. So my mother, who's behind the scenes, is going to get the butter and I'm going to do the eggs. So yeah. Oh, okay, I did it. Yeah, it's not horrible. So we just had some technical difficulties, but I think soon everything will be back to normal. Okay, so now we're back to normal. Okay, perfect. So let's finish cracking this last egg. Yeah, it feels horrible.
How many grams do you need, Granny?
75 grams of butter. Yeah. Okay, that one's done. So I think we're going to need to get the shells out. So I'm going to get a spoon and I'll be back in a second. I'm back. So I'm going to get the shells out. Let me know in the comments what your favourite treat is. Like, do you like cake pops? Do you not like them? Do you like cupcakes? Like normal cake? Almost done. I think this is my first time properly cooking with you guys on YouTube, so that's fun. Is everything okay behind the scenes?
Yes.
Okay, almost there. Come on, little eggshell. Thank you. Okay, so our butter has just been delivered. We're going to let the lady behind the scenes finish that off. And instead we are going to then add the butter. So, I don't know if you guys remember me saying, but you need to add 75 grams of softened butter that? What's that sound?
Like someone's phone.
Yeah. Oh, come on, let's get all the butter in there. Come on, butter. And let's get the last bit out. Hudson, I think I might get a spoon because it'll be easier to get it out. Okay, so that's almost done. So now I'm feeling, oh, our eggs are back. So I think we need to give that a little whisk. You have to really eat them up, you know? Okay, and then we're gonna pour it in. So now I'm going to whisk it all in with my whisk, and you guys can see it. So far, doesn't look quite so tasty, but it will when it's all done. Might look like we're having some technical difficulties again. At least you guys are getting a sneak peek of my kitchen. Sorry guys, we had some technical difficulties there, but we're back in business. And so far the cake is looking like this. So we're going to keep mixing. And by the way, in our little cake mix pouch, there was self-raising flour, caster sugar, and cocoa powder, and baking powder. So that's all you need to put inside, and then you also need the eggs and butter, and then we'll get into the icing when it's time. So these cake pops will make 12 cake pops. And you also need to buy the sticks, because ours came with sticks. So yes, so far it's coming really nice and smooth. Let's move that out so we can mix that too. Okay, my also favourite part of making cakes is lifting out the bowl afterwards. That's my favourite part. And then there's obviously eating the cake. So now it's looking like this, and it looks smoother. And it's runnier. It needs to be a bit more runny. Make sure all the butter is mixed in, all the eggs. So on the bottom it says it's going to be a rainbow cake pop. So that's obviously going to be fun. I love making cakes. It's one of my favourite things to do. It smells really good. By the way, if you can hear all that clanging and that banging, it's my mum behind the scenes buttering the tin. Let me know in the comments who wants to actually meet my mum, because she's never been in one of her my videos. The only video she's been in so far is where you guys got to see her hand when we were playing Connect 4. So, let me know if you want to see my mum. You want to meet her? Okay, great. I think that's done. So, then it says, level the surface and bake for about 15 to 20 minutes until risen and firm to touch. Okay, so we're going to need the tin now. And yes. So I'm going to pour it into the tin. Then I'm going to use something other than a spatula, because this might help pour it out some more.
So glad you found that restaurant.
Almost got it all in there. Ooh. And don't forget when you're making cake pops or any kind of food to wash your hands. And I think that's pretty much all of the mix.
You finished?
Oh, cake's not in the oven yet.
No, I meant you were recording.
Oh yeah, still recording.
So
Sorry.
then we just have to put it in. We have to level the surface, so we can use this to make it a bit more level. Very good, and just swipe it over. So then you have to put it into the oven for 15 to 20 minutes until risen and firm to touch. So we're going to get the lady from behind the scenes to help us here. So we're going to wait for the lady behind the scenes to come to the camera. Oh, you saw her hands, he's been exposed. So I think I'm going to wash my hands because they look eggy and chocolatey and buttery and look at my fingernail. So guys, we'll be back when the cake's out of the oven. Just enjoy me having this little bit and trying it. Tastes really nice. So while we wait, I'm gonna start preparing for the buttercream. So I've got a little cup and I'm gonna put 2 teaspoons of milk in it. So I use outflow soy milk because I'm dairy intolerant.
So you can add music, text. So you obviously got to shake your milk and one teaspoon, 2 teaspoons. And then we're gonna get the 40 grams of softened butter, and then yeah. So while we wait, I'm gonna start preparing for the buttercream. So I've got a little cup and I'm gonna put 2 teaspoons of milk in it. So I use outflow soy milk because I'm dairy intolerant. So you can add music, text.
So you obviously got to shake your milk and one teaspoon, 2 teaspoons. And then we're gonna get the 40 grams of softened butter, and then yeah. I think that the cake might be ready now, and it smells so good. Even more rum has been exposed. That's definitely ready. So now we're gonna let it cool for 10 minutes. So I'll set a timer on my watch. Then it says carefully run a knife around the edge of the tin and then turn out onto a wire cooling rack. Remove the paper and allow to cool completely. Okay, so meanwhile we can start making the buttercream. So we're going to need a small bowl for this, as I've got here. And small bowl, we're going to need 40 grams of softened butter, 2 teaspoons of milk, and you're going to need your icing mix. So first I'm going to start by opening the icing mix bag and putting that inside. Okay, that's done.
And my hands don't look very messy on the front, so that's quite good. So then it says we need to add the butter. So it doesn't have to be exactly 40 grams because it's quite hard to get it on exactly, but as close as the better. Then we're going to add the milk. And it says mix with a wooden spoon, so that's what we're going to do. I'm going to do it quite gently because it's a bit full.
Can I transfer it into a bigger bowl?
Yes, please, my darling.
Yes, you use this one.
Thank you. We've got a bigger bowl and we're just going to pour it in so that it's easier. It smells so tasty. Okay, I'm going to put that on the tissue. So far it's not changed that much. So yeah, so I'm just going to mix it up a bit more. You might need to add a bit more milk just to give it a more drastic change. It's changing a little bit. Don't forget to kind of beat the butter inside the bowl so it's easier to mix. Yeah, I'm going to add some more milk, so bear with me. Okay, so I've got some more milk and I'm going to just pour a little tiny bit inside the cup. Okay. That was literally 2 tablespoons. So yeah, as you guys can see. And then I'm going to just pour that in. That way it has a more drastic change. See, it's changing a lot more now. Make sure you hold the bowl when you stir, because otherwise your mixture's going to go everywhere. Learn from my mistakes. So now the mixture is looking like this, and the cake is cooling down, so that is really good. So then we have to set it aside room temperature until ready to use. So it needs to be really smooth, no lumps. So we're going to get all the lumps out now. By the way, guys, if you want to play Roblox with me, you can follow my Roblox, which is Addison_ye, and I'm going to put that in the description. Now we're emptying the cake onto a wire cooling rack, And yes, I've done the buttercream and it's really nice and the texture is great. So now my mum's just gonna take a knife and go around the cake. Her hand's been exposed. You can see just a little bit more of my kitchen. So now she's emptied that onto the... Doesn't really matter if it's broken because we're going to have to break it up anyway to make the cake pop. So, yeah. We should put a tissue under there, right?
Yeah.
So now...
So whilst that's happening...
So now it says that we need to let it cool and it can take up to 1 hour. So we're going to leave it there.
Okay.
Bye. Frozen and everything, we are going to be putting the sticks into them. So I think I'm going to do this one first. I'm going to take a fish 1 centimetre and I'm making this about a centimetre and just close it around the hole so that way it doesn't fall out. And now it says, then gently push into the flatter side of the hardened ball just as far as the centre. Place on the plate, repeat with the remaining balls and refrigerate. So I'm guessing they want us to do this and then put them back in the freezer or fridge.
Oh, it's hot, sweetie.
Don't need it yet.
I'll leave it.
So far, okay, so we're going to put this back, well not back in the freezer because it's going in the fridge this time. That's one bowl in. Okay, now let's get the other 5 in there and then we'll get the last 2 in there. They smell really good. Okay, so we're just going to put them in the fridge for a couple of minutes, just so they get used to having stick inside of them. Remember that you should try and close the hole once you put it in, because otherwise it might fall out. Okay, so now let's put this bowl into the fridge.
ones that are the most round into the fridge. Okay, that's done. Shut inside of the fridge. Okay, so we're going to leave them in there for 2 minutes and then we're going to be putting the melted chocolate onto them. See when the 2 minutes are up. Hi guys, I'm back and we started to melt the chocolate, and all you have to do to melt the chocolate is get your chocolate melt and pour them into a glass bowl and then put some hot water. Make sure that the glass bowl is not touching the water because otherwise it will burn them. And then you just mix it and then until it all melts. So far we've got our display. You can have any kind of sprinkles because it doesn't really matter. We have a foam block so we can put the sticks in when they're done. And then we've obviously got our sticks. So I'm going to start by mixing the bowl. Make sure you hold the handle when you're mixing the bowl because otherwise they might go everywhere. So I'm just going to mix it quite gently because they're melting slowly. You could basically just make one massive chocolate bar of this. So you might also want to just gently smooth it down and twirl it around. And if you're wondering why I've changed my outfit, you have to watch the end of the video so you can see the behind the scenes of what happens. So far it's turning out quite nicely. I'm going to let these melt a bit more by themselves for a bit, and then I'm going to come back and show you guys the last bit of mixing them. See when they're finished. Hi guys, we're back and it's gotten really nicely melted. So I think it's time to take it off the stove now. And we're going to get the cake pops out of the freezer in a minute. So, excuse me, sir. And we're going to see how they're doing. So I'm going to take this one out first. Because we take them 2 at a time. And they're hard, but they're not rock hard, so that's good. Oh, the bowl's freezing. Okay, so we're gonna take these sticks and it says, place the bowl on the surface, remove the balls from the freezer and dip 1 centimetre of each stick into the chocolate, then gently push into the flatter side of the hardened ball. So they're not completely and accurately round, but it's as simple as I can get it. So I think that's roughly around in the middle. Okay. So I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna pick it up. It's still a bit mushy.
What are you going to do, put it back in?
Yeah, I'm gonna put it back in there for a bit now.
So just leave it in for another 5 minutes.
It's still a bit mushy, so I'm gonna leave it in for another 5 minutes.
Fan it off. Hi guys, I'm back and we've put them on the stand and now I'm going to start decorating them. So I'm going to make it a little bit easier for myself and I'm going to put the spoon and I'm going to decorate this one first, I think, and let's just put the icing on. So try and make sure the icing is nice and smooth and it has a very like kind of gloopy texture, because that way it's easier to kind of smooth it onto your cake pop. Try and make it even so that way it can stand up on the stick a lot easier. I'm concentrating so hard right now. You don't want to put a lot of chocolate on, that's fine because you've already done quite a bit of chocolate. You can kind of make kind of like a spirally pattern. And because they're not like completely round, there's like no proper way you can get them absolutely round, it's fine. I'm not going to do like the whole bottom area of it, I'm going to leave it like that. So far I think that one, I'm just covering up the last couple of like holes inside of it. Okay, then we're going to move on to the sprinkling stage. So what we have to do is just dip the top of the sprinkles in. And do how many you kind of want. Or you can fit some up. The icing like dries quite fast, so you might want to put some more on as like soon as possible because it dries really fast. To then sprinkle your selection of sprinkles onto your cake pop. I think this one is done. It looks quite good for my first cake pop. Okay, so now we're going to do this one. So this is the exact same thing you have to do. Just smooth it on, take a nice big spoonful, double it on, and then just smooth it over. And you can also twirl it so then it catches like any last drips. icing might make them a bit heavy, so if you just hold them a little bit at the bottom, it should help a bit. If it starts sliding off the stick, what you have to do, like this one, what you have to do is push it up and try and fill the hole with icing again, so that way it will kind of stay there solid. And then obviously put your sprinkles on, as many as you wish. It's going to be really fun to clean that. So this one is done, I'm going to say. And I'm going to put, oh, well, that didn't work, but it still looks good, and we can just kind of fix it up a little bit, if we can. I'll do that in a second. Hi guys, so this is the end result. I say that they look a bit like a hot mess, but it's my first attempt of making them. I've never made them before, and you're probably wondering where the rest of the 10 have gone. Remember when I told you to put the chocolate on the bottom? That's how I learnt it, because these kept falling off, and let's just say the stick just fell off, and let's just say these are the ones that I'm very proud of, but they look like a hot mess. And I saved them, and I don't really think that they look the same, but you know, they're still going to taste good. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye guys.
So anyway, this is behind the scenes because the sticks didn't stay. So we decided to take the sticks out.
Who needs a stick?
Who needs a stick? And we're just decorating the
Actual
cake pop balls minus the stick. So these are the ones that we could save. And these are the ones that we saved.
Kind of.
Yes. How's it going, Naima?
It's going quite good. Gordon Ramsay would be proud.
Good, I'm glad to hear that.
I am Gordon Ramsay.
Gordina, maybe?
As you can tell, I love sprinkles. As long as it looks appetizing and it tastes good.
Anyway, that's us from today. Thank you for watching. What do they need to do now?
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn your post notifications on for even more videos. Bye!